it's your girl, the Oracle Josie, and today I decided I was going to pull some cards. I felt very much so compelled to go I felt very compelled to pull some cards while I was sitting out here in my car, minding my business like I always am. But we're gonna go ahead and start off with some prayer. We'll begin. hmm Thank you, Spirit, for bringing us here today. We thank you for whatever messages that may come through for the collective regarding the spring equinox and going into the new moon in Aries. We thank you for the protection. We thank you for the abundance. We thank you for the prosperity. We thank you for peace and we thank you for joy. We bind every satanic attack against our lives and those that we love. Everything sent to harm us, it returns back to the universe with compassion and love. So I didn't know that I didn't press record, so there's that. But the first card is Asasaya, Joy. Allah, Grief. Yasigi, Live Out Loud. Alright, Spirit. I was like, this is not even recording. What else? We have the collective gardens, spring equinox, new moon, new energies, is blossoming and grinding. Alchemy. Hey, give me one more. I said one more. One more. Just one, please. Alright, two. We got Good Juju with Marie Lavu and Speak Up, Mama Kumba Bang. Where is my book? Number 6. Wow, that's very interesting. Flip right to the page. Asasa Ya is the goddess of joy. She is an Ashanti in Ghana, the temple of warriors, and her element is bush. The goddess Asase Ya rules life and death as the joyful crone celebrated as Mama Earth. Her energy is loving, fertile, and nurturing, and her name is invoked at major life transitions. Her guidance to you says, your happiness matters, joy is sacred, your laughter waters the earth. The embodiment of Asasaya. You deserve to be happy. It is safe for you to feel good. Allow yourself to feel joy with no limits. This is self-love. Your happiness doesn't need to look like anyone else's. If you can't imagine it, you won't be able to live it. Oh my goodness. So with this newness, you're entering it into a season, and it's been talked about like a lot, especially if you're like very heavy on social media, that you are entering into a season where you can't lose. Like, you just won't stop winning. You're just gonna keep winning, and it's because you realizing that you do deserve to be happy. You do deserve to live your wildest dreams and to make them happen for yourself, and whatever that means to make it happen for yourself, you're going to do that. And the grief comes in where your old self, your old life, your old friends, some of your family, because some of you are moving, some of you are disconnecting, detaching from old ways of being, and that means certain people and places. So the grief that you're feeling is not so much of nothing's wrong with you. You're just anxious and afraid of the unknown of the future, because you know that you're stepping out into what it is that brings you joy, what really and truly brings you that joy. The goddess of grief, Allah, number 29, she's the ancient mother Allah, the foremost Igbo Alusi deity. Goddess Allah oversees motherhood, fertility, and the afterlife. After death, humans return to the womb of Allah, replanted in the soul to reincarnate. So you, your own self, like that's the grief that you're feeling, because you're going through this season of rebirthing and reincarnating and coming out into a new. So a lot of people, you're about to see a lot of people really and truly in the next couple of weeks, as we step it into this new energy, this new year, people really and truly blossoming, really and truly coming out of the cocoon. Her guidance says, give your spirit your grief, bawl it out, wail it out, cry it out, sob, shriek, shed tears, surrender it. So instead of trying to hold that feeling and try to figure out what it is, surrender to the flow. You are holding unprocessed grief. You want to skip over it and get back to normal. But grief doesn't go away because you ignore it. The only way to healing is to walk through it. Losing a loved one is ultimate heartbreak. But like I said, this is more so about, this is personal. Self-love and self-care are required. So ask for support from your guides, your angels, your ancestors, those that walk with you, those that you pray to, and be gentle with yourself. The next card is live out loud. So as you are doing these things, you've done all this healing. Like I said, people are going to start really and truly blossoming, really and truly blooming. The Sigi has the reputation for being a free-spirited party goddess. For the doggone people of Mali, she was the very first Yasingin. The Yasingins are women empowered to participate in the mass dances. You see them in the mass dances. Her guidance says to express yourself. You have something to say. Share your voice and your magic. Express your you-ness. And that is what brings you joy. Being your whole, true, authentic self. All of the messiness, all of the ups and the downs, the leaps, the jumps. Like, be yourself. That is where you find the joy, in being yourself. And a lot of people, you are coming into that knowingness, that really and truly knowing what being yourself is. You've removed a lot of the layers of others' projections, the things that the trauma. I was just thinking about this the other day, where you have this part of yourself that people around you that you've met maybe recently, that you've done all this releasing, you've peeled back all these layers, you went all the way down deep into your belly, down deep into the dark, and you don't pulled out this part of you that is down there behind, and everybody's like, who is that? Since when I didn't even know you was actually okay. It's good, all good things, but these are the parts of yourself that you have hidden away. That the trauma, the sadness, the depression, the anxiety, the doubt, the fear, all these things that you've had piled up with inside of you, you've now released them. And number 38 is mine. Queen Nefertiti. If you stay around long enough, you'll know the story about being Queen Nefi. But she is alchemy. Nefertiti was a legendary Egyptian queen whose name means a beauty has come. Celebrated as a goddess and her husband's equal, Queen Nefertiti led a spiritual revolution worshiping Aten, the sun god. Her guidance to you says, it is time. What am I saying? It is time. You turn everything that life throws your way into gold. You are on the path to fulfilling your purpose. And this is what's bringing you joy. I just want to, oh my God. The embodiment of Queen Nefi says, you are an alchemist. You have the power to bend universal energy. Dare to transmute lead into gold by shifting from fear to love. Everything you desire exists in some form of loving energy, matches frequency. See it in your mind's eye first. Imagine it. I am loved fully. What does it look like? taste like, and smell like to be loved unconditionally. I am happy and healthy. See it. I am a money magnet. What does it feel like? Y'all, this was a good one. Marie Laveau, good juju. She's the goddess of good juju from New Orleans. She's the temple of ancestors. Her element is fire. The great ancestress Marie Laveau was a larger-than-life New Orleans voodoo, a successful spiritualpreneur. The famous voodoo queen first built a thriving business as a hairstylist. All right. Her guidance to you says, great luck is yours now. I said, you're entering a season where you cannot stop winning. You have been granted the greatest inheritance. Embrace your divine abundance. You have good juju. Her embodiment, this is a time of increase for you. You are heiress to a rich heritage of divine prosperity. Accept your ancestral inheritance. Good juju is abundance. I just finished talking about how we are here as the one. I just talked about this on Instagram. We are here as the one that our ancestors, our guides, our angels, spirit are pushing for, to break these curses, to raise the vibration of the earth, to really and truly bring forth the message of love and what love really and truly is. And so once you do all of the shadow work and the deep shadow work, because you're never done doing shadow work, because there's always a part of yourself that you're going to be working in, but we talking about the real heavy labor to really get to, because shadow work is maintenance, get into the deep core of all of your bullshit. Excuse me, but removing all of that, and you get to where love is, where the love is, and where the love is where the joy is, and where the joy is where your happiness, and just see the smile, like you have good juju. The last card that came out was Speak Up. She's the goddess of speaking up, Mama Kumbe Bang, in Senegal, the temple of griots, the element of water. Mama Kumba Bang protects the mouth of the Senegal River. When making an offering to her, you must not speak to anyone else, coming or going. Sing for her, chant for her, call to her. Give Goddess Kumba your voice and she'll be happy. Speak up, speak out, speak on it. You have a right to be heard, she says. The embodiment, you are betraying yourself by not speaking up. Your words have power. Own your voice. Own your voice in this season. In this season. Don't just show up, but also speak up. As the old saying goes, stand up for something or fall for anything. Being neutral is not an option. When you stand firmly in your truth, you have thoughts, opinions, beliefs, and convictions. What do you stand for? Tell someone that today. When you show up and you speak up, people get to know you. When you show up and you speak up, there's power in your words. There's wisdom in your words. Don't try to hide being cute. Yeah, I can't even, with that, yes, you very much so are on the right path. You are doing what you're supposed to be doing. Don't worry about the setbacks and the falling down, because children fall down every day trying to ride a bike, but they still get back on that bike and learn how to ride their bike. Hell, I'm pretty sure as adults will fall down, ride the bike, and you still will get back and keep on riding that bike. You may have a couple of scrapes, put a bandage on it, a little alcohol, might sting a little bit, but you keep going. So it's no different with life and how to shift your mindset. That's my biggest thing about really and truly shifting your mindset, because that is how you realize your true potential. That's how you realize how much you love yourself, how much you love the things that you love doing. So you do them because you love yourself, because you love yourself enough to do the things that you love, to bring yourself that much joy and prosperity and abundance. Thank you, Spirit, for this message. Thank you to my ancestors, my guides, and all those that are around me. And thank you to those who are watching, that they receive this message and it resonate how it does for them. Thank you for this opportunity to be a vessel. Ashe.